Okay, so this is what we have so far. I have both sides of the basket. Here's the tag end, okay, the tag end of the dogbane Indian hemp that I used for the basket. I made sure both of these are on the inside because we're gonna cinch them off later. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the other half of the cordage. Now watch, or the other half of the cord. Now watch, when you do this here, you have to look at the top. Okay, this is the top, okay, and you'll see the right hand is on top and the left hand's on the bottom. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to start braiding with them both at the top. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure this one goes to the bottom. Now we have the three strands, our three strands on each side. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to double up these strands again. We're going to take the one that was on the left of this one with the left one on this one. Okay, the two center ones, and then the two ones on the other side. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to start braiding these again, just like we did before. So we're going to take the right side, bring it over to the left, and the left side will go over to the right, and then we're going to go all the way down until it's this long enough to be our non-looped end. So I'm going to finish this up and then I'm going to show you what it looks like after we're done. Alright, I want to show you a quick trick so that these strands are really long. So this is what I usually do to keep them from getting tangled up. You just go like this. I'm going to take my right over the center, okay, and then the left over the center. Then I pull the one that's on the left all the way through, and then you can just keep on going. 1, 2, and pull through, and then you go 1, 2, and then pull through, and that will keep those strands from getting all tangled up. Now I have both cords done, and what you're going to do is I'm going to put it around my middle finger like I would be holding it, and between my fingers, and then I find the halfway spot, okay, of the basket. Now I'm going to mark that spot right there with my thumb, and then all you can do is you just make an overhand knot right there. So you can also cut it off and do the overhand knot just to make it so you don't have these really long strands. There you go. And then you just check to make sure it's at the right spot. Okay, like that. And that's pretty good right there. You have these two ends here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end, okay, that goes through here, and I'm just going to wrap it around one time. Okay, then you see, I'm just going to slide this loop through here, and I'm going to cinch it tight. Going to do that on the other end, so I just take it, wrap it around, okay, then loop it through itself, and tie it tight. Now that these two ends are tight, I'm going to just put a little square knot between them. So I'm just going to take it right over left, cinch it tight, and you're going to go left to the right, cinch it tight, there you go, and then I'm going to cut these two ends off. So there you go, you got the basket, and you got the whole thing put together. Now there's only one other thing that you can do here. You know, for most purposes, once you cut these off, you're pretty much done. The only other thing that you can do is put a whip stitch to strengthen the power side. So you're going to take the side with the tassels on it, and you can do a whip stitch right here. Okay, you can use some of the excess cordage that you have. So I have a piece of cordage. First thing you're going to do is you're just going to bring it down by the handle like that, Okay, then you make a loop. Okay, and then the loop just goes up and it crosses here at the bottom. It's got a little cross. And then you just start taking the twine and wrapping it around nice and tight. And then you can just kind of push it down like this so it's tight up against the bottom part there. And what this whip stitch does is it actually just provides a little extra strength at this stress point right here so that your sling won't fail on you. So I'm going to just continue to wrap this around so it's nice and tight. And I'm going to continue to pull it down so that it's right up against that there, and then I just keep on going around. I just try to use up this whole piece of strand here. Goes around, pull it down. It also gives this sling a really cool finished look. Now you don't have to do this anywhere else, but you can do it up on the loop side. You can do it on the other side of the sling over here. I think it's not totally necessary, but it looks really nice. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to take this end that we have left and the loop, and we're just going to take it through the front and towards the back in the loop. Now, to finish it up, we just go back down to this little piece that we have down here. We start pulling it down so it's nice and tight. And then we're going to just cut off these extra pieces. Okay, and that's the finished product. See, this is an official Rockman Sling. I really like the way this turned out. It really turned out nice.